Well, good morning everybody, or good afternoon, depending on what time of the day it is. Could be even evening, but who really cares? It is Monday, and while most people are working today, I am outside my garage, finishing cleaning up from the weekend's job, which we have some issues to take care of. Some of the things I was kind of wondering about, wasn't sure were confirmed. We got a driveline vibration now in this Jeep because of the added lift. So we're gonna have to make some spacers for the transfer case mount, probably out of hockey pucks, and those stock shocks obviously have to come out because he said they're pretty much extended all the way and you can feel it when he goes over bumps, but not a big deal. We're gonna take care of that hopefully this weekend coming up, and hopefully Buddy shows up with the F-150. But I'm gonna finish working on the 57 Chevy today. I want to finish getting everything prepped up and ready to fit up. It's supposed to be nice all week, so it's hard to try to work in the garage when it's nice out because I want to try to enjoy the weather as much as I possibly can, because it's already October and it should be snow on the ground, but we're still in the double digits. So I think I'm gonna start off today with a motherfucking beer time first thing in the morning. I'm gonna crack this bitch open right here. We got some Alexander Keith's fucking India Pale Ale. Oh, it's not too bad at all. And that's how I'm gonna start my day, with some Alexander Keith's. This is what I'm fighting with right here, all the old body work that's been done. There's some brazing happening there. I got this little piece off, which I'm gonna have to straighten out, so I'll put it up here for now, or I'll probably lose it. But we gotta try to get as much of this out as possible. So I think I'm gonna bust out the plasma cutter. We're gonna plasma cut the bottom of that off and then work our way to chisel that up, because this is gonna take a little while. Alright, holy motherfucking shit, see the floor right there? Let's get this bad boy ready to fit in. I'm not gonna film it trying to fit it up because, you know, it's like doing a puzzle. You gotta fucking like put it in weird angles, fucking shift it here, shift it there. No two are gonna be the same, so no point to fucking wasting your time. You know, some people might think it's funny, but let's get that motherfucking floor in. And then, you know, get that piece out, and it's motherfucking beer time. Motherfucking beer time. That was a lot of fighting and screwing around, but I got it in. I mean, since it is an aftermarket panel, you know it's not going to fit 100% perfectly. But we did do a pretty good job of getting it done up, as you can see. Tilt it. Can have a look right here. I got the hole lined up with the pin bar there, and then also the back's all lined up. I'll get a better view here. I mean, that hole is perfect. As far as the body line seam goes, it's a little spread out here, but I'm using the reference points on the side here, the edge of this with the edge of the panel. That's the way the factory one is. So you kind of get a split there, and then it narrows up as it goes to the front. Same with the front here. I got it pretty darn close right there, and we are going to have a gap, just like we did with the other one. I think these panels are just made just a slightly bit smaller, so ensure that they'll fit, but we'll deal with that afterwards. But as far as the other body lines are going, like that hump is lining up perfectly, so I'm going to call it a day today. But what we're going to work on tomorrow, we're going to start by punching some spot welds in the front here. We're going to get the bracket put on there. We're going to get the bushings on these. We're going to get those punched in, throw a few spot welds, throw a couple spot welds in the tunnel there to hold it in place so we can get the rockers and stuff in. I mean, that's not a big deal as long as that in the end everything fits up like the way it's supposed to. But you know what it is? It's almost motherfucking beer time. It is almost motherfucking beer time. You know, it's these projects here that you don't get to see a lot, and I said it before, but they take so much time and there's not a lot to see. It's not like, you know, turning wrenches where, you know, I could speed up the movement of taking off parts, because when you're fitting up body panels, it's a painful task. You know, trying to line it up, you know, putting a pin bar in here, using a pry bar there, just trying to tweak the body panel into place and stuff. So, you know, it can be a little bit of a hassle. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but getting that floor in deserves a motherfucking beer time. I'm planning on going hiking later this week, so hopefully I can get that floor in before I go hiking. Well, now that we got the floor put in the car, it's not welded in. Now we gotta grab the rocker panel, line it up, and see if it's gonna be closed, because if there's gonna be some large gaps or something, we're gonna have to maybe adjust that panel and set it up so everything's gonna fit properly. So I'm gonna go grab the rocker panel, set up the camera. Let's have a look. So what I'm doing now, just fitting up the rocker to see how close we're gonna end up being. And it looks really good right here. And you can see right here too. You can see right here good too. This floor has to come up, of course, but where body lines are good, we're good all around, so pretty happy with that. Well, holy shit, do you guys ever have one of those days? Fuck, my mind is always going a million miles a minute, and I'm always forgetting where I put things. Like, so for the past hour I spent looking for my rubbers. And not rubbers for my cock, rubbers for the fucking car, because I put them somewhere where I knew I wouldn't lose them and they wouldn't get lost. But of course when I put them somewhere, I forgot where I put them, so do you know what? They are fucking lost. So I found the rubbers, and then I was hunting down for the bolts, and then it took me another fucking half hour to find out where the bolts were. But I need to put the last body brace in the car, then we could snug that down, weld into place. I'll show you what I got going on. So I got the floor fitted up. It actually fitted up pretty good. I had to tweak the body, and since this has been hacked up before, as you can see, it doesn't quite fit 100% perfect, but it's just kind of tacked in place, and I'll work on that later. And then I put some tacks in the body seam here. Then I had to have my hydraulic ram come in because I had to push that corner in a little bit so I can get some tacks in at the top of that floor to hold it in place. But the only really big issue I have is right here. So I think I'm gonna have to cut that curve and then punch that corner in and then re-weld it. But as far as the seam goes, the seam is pretty close. I already test fitted up the rocker earlier, and we know the rocker's gonna fit. Alright, motherfucking beer time. Oh, this beer's tasting way too good. But I'm gonna get going, so I'll talk to you guys on Friday. Alright, today's Friday, and Fedor's back over, and we're gonna do hopefully the power steering box swap in his Jeep. His other one's leaking or something. Is it leaking or?
Yeah.
Yeah, his power steering box is leaking, so he's got a spare one. That's coming. Well, that job didn't take as long as I thought. A couple hours to do the power steering box and fucking around. But we got the old one out. And Fedor's gonna rebuild it because it's busted a leak. I think it's the seal right inside here. Has shit the bed. Look at the fancy beer he brought over. Golden Pheasant. Fucking right. Alright, let's crack open this Golden Pheasant. Fedor says it's fucking good. See if he's lying or not.
It's better when cold.
Yeah, it is a little warm. That could help, but yeah, it does have a weird tangy taste to it. I'm not so sure about this beer. I'm gonna have to try it when it's cold. It's like piss warm right now. And it tastes like I'm drinking piss. And it's got like the foam in it too, fuck. We're just doing a poor man differential oil change on Fedor's Jeep by using the vacuum pump to suck that shit out instead of pulling the diff cover off because they're being lazy today. Fucking, I like his Jeep though. Looks badass. And it's gone through a lot of shit. I thought you said you took your junkie sticker off.
No, I was debating it.
Ah.
There's no benefit. Yeah,
there's no benefit. Fuck, that looks sharp. Like a Jeep should be looking beat up. That's seen the war. Well, this ends the week. Working on Fedor's Jeep. We did a power steering box swap. I did a video on that. He also changed oil in his transfer case. I didn't do a video on that because I already have that done. And of course you saw the Lazy Man differential oil change out of the Dana 35 using the vacuum evacuator. That fucking tool is so awesome. So that part's done. His girlfriend Carrie is coming over tomorrow. She's got, I believe, a 2005 2006 LJ, and the problem with that is there's two problems. One is that there's the brakes are shot, so the master cylinder may be gone. We're gonna have to troubleshoot that, get into that, and also the got a rear axle leak. But what I didn't realize is that the LJs have a Dana 44, and I thought it had a Dana 35, so that's a game changer right there. She may not be able to get the kit to fix the axle by tomorrow because you're gonna need the bearing retainer, a new bearing, and of course the seal, and probably, I don't know if there's a gasket on that housing too, but that's something we may have to do later on. But I think it's motherfucking beer time. I'm gonna end my week and making videos, and I'll fucking see what tomorrow brings. We'll see what the weekend brings. Got a busy fucking weekend, so we'll see. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time. I already rambled off about everything that went on in the week. The weekend should be pretty busy. You guys still got that JK spring and shock swap to finish on that. There's some issues going on with that, and we're gonna sort those out. And we got like I said, the Jeep LJ with the brake issue and the seal leak, but we'll tackle those projects tomorrow and the day after, and that'll be on a separate video, of course. But anyways, it's motherfucking beer time. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.